what's his name? Captain Ice or something. In the Flash says, you make a plan, you execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, create a new plan. And that's what we did. Hi, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do bookish, planning, and lifestyle content here on YouTube, and today I have a mush together video. This was originally going to be two separate videos, but I realized if you watched my birth vlog that things didn't pan out the way that we thought they were going to. What's his name? Captain Ice or something. In the Flash says, you make a plan, you execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, create a new plan, and that's what we did. Without further ado, here is postpartum newborn essentials, as well as what we actually used from the What's in My Hospital Bag video. So I have my notebook here with notes. What we actually used from the hospital bag video. If you watched my birth story vlog, video, we did not vlog that video, you would have known that I went in thinking a vaginal birth was going to happen, looked like it was going to happen, and then we actually ended up needing a cesarean because little man was stuck on my pelvic bone and he couldn't get around it. So I didn't use a lot of what I had brought or that I had prepped. But there are a few things that we did end up using that were really helpful, or that I ended up using and that were helpful. First was my blanket that I actually have with me right now that I crocheted by myself specifically for birth. I wanted something that was just for me, and my dog and my husband and even little man now, we all love extremely soft blankets, like I'm sure lots of people do, and I just wanted a blanket for me in hospital, so that's what I did. And I got set up on the bed and right away put this on there, and I don't regret the many hours it took to make this blanket. Second, the dressing gown I used extremely early. It was again one of those things where we went in hospital and I knew with my particular situation there were going to be a lot of checks, taking vitals and all of that kind of thing. So I right away kind of got undressed from the clothes I wore to hospital, changed out of that and right into the dressing gown, which I love. Next most used item was lip chap, which I knew was going to happen, so I made sure to pack like 3 different ones that could be available at all times. Next were the pillows and my husband's blanket. We used these our first night as well as just to hang out and chill in the hospital. Then moving on were nursing bras. So these were the nursing bras that I had gotten. That's the front. They have a little crossover detail, and then you unhook them, pulling them up, and then the strap stays with this strap, and I just roll this over and put that under my breasts, let him nurse, and then it just goes back. It's a clasp like a regular bra is, and this came in a pack of 5, I want to say 5 or 6, and they do also come with the extender part for every single color of bra, which is really nice. Next was the Vaseline, and it was either Vaseline or Aquaphor, I can't remember, but I had heard a tip from many other videos that those first poops can be very difficult to get off. So if you prep the baby's bottom with coconut oil, Vaseline, Aquaphor, it's a lot easier to wipe those poops away, and let me tell you, that was a game changer. Highly recommend. And then for baby, we really didn't use anything except his going home outfit and his blanket. So those are all the things we used from the hospital bag video. Hindsight is 2020. We'll get into the essentials. So we'll start with sleep. First of all is our swaddles. We have the Halo swaddles, and then we also have the Comfy Cubs. I'll insert a photo of both. We really love the Halo swaddle because the Velcro he can't get out of. With the Comfy Cubs he can. But we do love both for different situations. Blankets. He has one on right now. But I'll insert the photo of the ones that he has that we contact naps. We love our contact naps. He is such a cuddler. He loves being held like most babies do. Next is nursing. And the burp cloths we have, I love. We did not get enough of them, I will say. As well as the just regular baby cloths. We use them in tandem together. We'll use the burp cloths and then to actually burp him or for spit up all. And then we actually use the cloths to like wipe his mouth or us. And they're a really great duo to use together. Next is the Haka, and I actually have it here. And it is this handy dandy device that collects letdown. So if you don't want to pump, but you are starting to have letdown, this is a great option. It's 100% silicone, and you can use it like this. You squeeze it and it'll suction because it is silicone. But what you want to do is fold it back over itself, place this on the boob, flip it over, and it'll suction really, really well. It's nice not to leak everywhere because, again, my milk hadn't come in, so it hadn't like established yet. And when it did, I was like, why am I wet? Did he pee on me? No, my shirt was soaked and it was just from letdown. Next is a lactation consult as well as a schedule for feeding. For me, I really, really loved because, again, he had some weight issues. If you watched our birth video, I guess. If you watched that video, you'll know that he had lost quite a significant amount of his birth weight. So being on a schedule helped calm my mind and my anxiety as well as my husband's, increasing the time that he feeds. So really, really helped us, again, just with the anxiety of being a new parent and worrying about him and his weight because the doctors were so concerned, and it was just a lot to handle 4 days after birth, and I didn't know if my milk supply would come in or what was going on. So just having that lactation consult really helped me understand my body more, and implementing that schedule really helped, and I am extremely grateful for that. Next, we'll move on to play. Black and white flashcards or mats of any kind. You can make these if you like with just paper and a pen. That set also came with a mat that has some black, white, and red, and he thoroughly enjoys those while we do tummy time. It's so cute watching him just be so mesmerized by these cards and the mats and such. So I definitely recommend those. Again, you can do expensive ones and get the kit like was graciously gifted to us for our baby shower, or you can just make them yourself. It's totally up to you, but I highly recommend doing that. And then having contact tummy time. This was something I did a lot of research into after watching a few different like 24 hours with a newborn or that kind of thing, or morning routine with a newborn. Was contact tummy time, and this can be on your chest while you lay down or are standing, or you can do it in a carrier, which sometimes he's super fussy and he loves to just be worn in his carrier. We have two different ones, which I'll get into later on in the video because they're part of my favorites. But yeah, he loves just being in contact with me or my husband, and I mean, we love it too. We'll take all the snuggles we can get because you hear over and over again about how fast the newborn stage goes, and, you know, just life in general. And next thing you know, they're 18 and they're moving out and going to college and yada, yada, yada. So we are just taking in every cuddle moment that we can right now. And that's going to bring us into the last category that I really have, other than some honorable mentions, and that is changing. Obviously, having a changing station is key. Our house is quite small, so we only have one, and we're currently working on his room makeover, so he's not in his room right now, which is totally fine because he's a newborn. They're not in their bedrooms anyway. I don't remember the exact name of the diapers, but they're Huggies, and I really love these diapers because they have the pocket at the back. We were graciously given some diapers from a friend because they just had a baby and they're out of the newborn stage. So they gave us the rest of their newborns, and we use them for when we're on the go, but not for when we're home, not on the go, because they don't have the little pocket at the back to stop blowouts. And I've just been folding the tail in towards his back so that catches a blowout if he has one, but otherwise it's been really good. I really like these specific diapers. As well as the wipes. We really love the non-scented, non-fragrance wipes, and those have been doing us really, really well. The texture is good. When you pull, not a bunch come out unless you want them to come out. And last but not least is just honorable mentions and other favorites. So here we have pacifiers. Again, I'll insert photos. We have two separate kinds of pacifiers. We have the Dr. Brown's, Dr. Brown's, and then we also have the Ma'am pacifiers. We love having different options for him because he likes them in different situations. Next is, again, our stroller system. So we went with the UPPAbaby Vista and the Misa stroller and car seat. We love this system. We love that it can not only grow with our family, it's great to travel with because you don't need a bassinet. It just grows with your family. You can put more than one child in there if you have more or decide to have more children. The stroller itself has the seat, works with the bassinet, also with the car seat. It's just a really great system. There's tons of accessories and other things you can get for the stroller, and we've been thoroughly enjoying it thus far, and he seems to really love that. He loves the movement. Other is carriers. So we have two different mom cozy types. Both were graciously gifted during our baby shower, and I love both of them. But I love right now, just in the healing phase, after birth, I've been really loving the soft carrier. I'll insert a photo. This has been really great for me because it's extremely easily adjustable and I can place him exactly where I want him and kind of strap him in. And he also really loves this carrier. My husband is more a fan, and I think I will be later on once I'm more healed, from the kind of shell carrier, the more stiff carrier. Again, I'll insert a photo. And this one's really great because the straps are wonderful. They're already placed for you. There's no thought behind it. You just strap them in and they're good to go. But he's been liking that one and I've been liking this one. I did try the other one and it's great. It just rubs on my incision and it sits right there. So when I move, it moves, and it's just not a good time. So eventually I'm sure I will love that carrier, but right now the other one is working for me. Then last but not least is something I want to talk about mentally, and this is partner support. Having your parents and having your village is great, but there is nothing like an extremely supportive partner. And I also know that not everybody has a wonderful experience or gets to experience a partner support. I do not take that for granted whatsoever. I haven't had PPD, but I have been mixed with the baby blues, and having him check in and us having conversations very often, like every other day to every day, is something that we very much talked about. And his support mentally, we talked about while I was pregnant, before birth, and how I wanted that to look like. And obviously we've adjusted it as time goes on. Things have definitely changed, and that support has looked different as the weeks go by, as we're adjusting and I'm adjusting and my body's changing hormonally, physically and all the things. So, all right, so that concludes this video. I'm gonna stop ranting. Thank you so much for watching the what we used in hospital / postpartum newborn essentials as first-time parents, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.